Hello and welcome back, and it has finally been revealed. The official cast list for The Challenge All-Stars Season 3, and let me tell you right now, this cast has some heavy hitters on it, but also some questionable calls, if I can say so myself. So this video, I'll be going over the official cast, some background info, and my reaction. So let's start this off talking about what we remember from the ending of All-Stars 2, where TJ was in Panama in the new house. So we have this hot, sunny, fun location in Panama with 24 total competitors with 12 men and 12 women, 15 real worlders, and 9 road rulers, and no, I repeat, no fresh meat contestants. Now, this cast will look very familiar because 2/3 of the cast we have seen already, either appearing on All-Star Season 1, All-Star Season 2, or both. And that's 16 returning All-Star contestants. And then we have 8 total newbies. So we're going to start off by talking about the women competitors that are on this season, and we're going to go in alphabetical order, starting with Cynthia, total newbie. Her original show was The Real World Miami. She has done 2 challenge seasons, winning Season 1, Road Rules All-Stars. She is a real OG, and the last time we saw her was on Season 9, Battle of the Sexes 2, Episode 6, where she was sadly voted off. Next up is someone from All-Stars Season 1 who made it to the finals. That is Jemmye, whose original show was The Real World New Orleans. She has done 7 main seasons of the challenge, going to the finals in Rivals 2. And like I mentioned, last time we saw her was All-Stars Season 1, and she took home 7th place. Next up, we have the defending champion herself, Janae, whose original show was The Real World Cancun and really Endurance Season 1. She has done 5 main seasons of the challenge, and she has done All-Stars 1, where she made it to the finals, got 3rd place, and she was on last season's All-Stars Season 2, where she won with her partner, MJ. Will she be able to come back and defend her title? We're going to have to wait and see, because she is going to be going up against this newbie, Kayla, from Real World Go Big or Go Home. She has done 5 main seasons of the challenge herself, getting to the finals in Vendettas, and the last time we saw her was in Total Madness, Episode 9, where she lost to Casey in the Bombs Out elimination, which was like the dumpster with all the medicine balls. Kayla just couldn't get it done. She has taken some time off from the main season, and really she put out a post out there saying that she is retired from the main season because she can't be away filming for that long, which screams to me that production needs to like really cut down that filming time on the main season, and maybe we could see some competitors wanting to come back and be a part of the main season instead of just leaping to do All-Stars. There was a lot of contention about Kayla during the offseason on whether she's an All-Star or not. We'll have to wait and see how this all meshes with, but it is very, very weird to see a competitor like Kayla, who is very much new school, coming on to do All-Stars. Next up, we have Kellyanne, whose original show was The Real World Sydney. She has done 4 main seasons of the challenge, getting to the finals in the Ruins. Last time we saw her was All-Stars Season 1, tying for 3rd place with Janae up on that mountain. She took All-Stars Season 2 off, and now she is back for All-Stars Season 3. And next up is one of her best friends, and that is Kendall, whose original show was Road Rules Campus Crawls. She has done 1 main season, which was Season 8, The Inferno, which she won that season with her team. And the last time we saw her was on All-Stars Season 2, where in Episode 6, she had to be medically DQ'd. She was talking about her back problems. I've heard through the grapevine that she may have had COVID because of crew members not following procedures. And whichever one is the truth, she was medically DQ'd and pulled from the season. But now she is back. Next up, we have one of the surprise competitors from last season, one of the last season's finalists, which is Melinda, whose original show was The Real World Austin. She has done 4 main seasons of the challenge, and last season she made it to the finals. She did a great job with her partner Nehemiah. Will she be able to make it to back-to-back final appearances? We're gonna have to wait and see. Next up, we have another new schooler that we haven't seen in quite a while, and that is Naya, whose original show was The Real World Portland. She has done 2 main seasons, Free Agents and X's 2. She was bound for the finals in X's 2 when she was pulled from the game after inappropriately touching Jordan the night before the final elimination, where her and Leroy were going to be going up against Bananas and Nany. I do think that if she would have been able to stay in the game, that Leroy and Nia would have been able to make it to the finals, but she was pulled, and then Teresa came in as the replacement for her. Ronnie, whose original show was Road Rules Northern Trail, she has done 2 main seasons of the challenge, which is Real World Road Rules Challenge Season 2 and The Gauntlet, which she won both. She is a 2-time champ coming back onto the challenge. I'm excited to see her. And yeah, the last time we saw her was winning the Gauntlet Season 7. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what Ronnie can do. Let's move on to Sylvia, another competitor that I kind of head scratched to see on All Stars. But Sylvia is going to be on this season. Her original show was The Real World Skeleton. She has done 3 main seasons of the challenge, getting to the finals and Final Reckoning, and coming in second place with her partner, Joss. Last time we saw her was Final Reckoning, and they were heartbroken as Hunter was looking for his tennis shoes. Our next competitor is Tina, whose original show was The Road Rules South Pacific. She has done 5 main seasons of the challenge, getting to the finals in Inferno 2 Season 10 and Fresh Meat Season 12. Last time we saw her was in All Stars Season 2, going up against Melinda in the elimination, and her just kind of like giving up. I'm not gonna lie. After seeing her rumored on the All Stars 3 cast list and then seeing her performance on All Stars 2, I was like, wow, I can't believe Tina is coming back. She was great entertainment. I just hope she doesn't like give up or quit. But I don't think she will, because she does have a best friend in Veronica on this season alongside with her. Veronica's original show was The Road Rules Semester at Sea. She has done 11 main seasons of the challenge, winning 3 of them, winning Challenge 2000 Season 3, Gauntlet Season 7, and Inferno Season 8. The last time we saw her was in Final Reckoning, where her and CT were partnered up, and then they weren't picked for the redemption game, and they had to walk off into the sunset. I'm very excited to see Veronica. I mean, when I think of Challenge All-Stars, I'm thinking of Veronica, 3-time champ, tied for the most wins by a woman on the show, which I'm so happy to see her on this season of the challenge. All right, now let's get into the men's side of the competition. And the first man we're going to be talking about is Brad, whose original show was The Real World San Diego. He has done 10 main seasons of the challenge. He's a 4-time finalist, 1-time challenge champ, winning in Cutthroat. Last time we saw him was on All Stars Season 2, losing to Darrell and Janelle in the final elimination right before the finals, where him and Jody just couldn't destroy enough cinder blocks and get it in their basket before time ran out. Brad is coming back, looking for the finals, looking for that championship that he was oh so close to last season. But he's gonna have to go through the person that took him out last season, which is Darrell, whose original show was The Road Rules Campus Crawls. He has done 9 main seasons of the challenge, 4-time challenge champ, winning Gauntlet, Inferno, Inferno 2, and Fresh Meat. He's also done 4 spin-offs on the challenge, winning Champs vs. Pros. Last time we saw him was in the finals for All Stars Season 2, where him and Janelle couldn't open up their safe because there was a missing 4th step. Another competitor who is looking to do much better than what they did last season, and that is Derek, whose original show was Road Rules Extreme. He too has done 10 main seasons of the challenge, 3-time challenge champ, winning Inferno 3, The Island, and The Ruins. Last time we saw him was All Stars Season 2, Episode 4, where he lost to Brad in the elimination after he was sent in very early on the season and was taken out. Jordan, whose original show was The Real World Portland, he has done 6 main seasons. He's a 3-time champ, winning Battle of the X's 2, Dirty 30, and War of the Worlds 2, and last time we saw him was in Total Madness Season 35, where he lost to Fessy in a pole wrestle in Episode 8. I'm not gonna lie, I mean, when taking a look at who's on the show, unless people are gunning after Jordan to get him out, and it depends on what the elimination is and who he's going up against, Jordan is going to be a tough competitor to try to knock out of this game. Next up, we have no stranger to All-Stars, and that is Laterrian, whose original show is The Road Rules Maximum Velocity Tour. He has done 3 main seasons of the challenge, getting to the finals in the Extreme Challenge Season 4. He has done All-Stars 1, he's done All-Stars 2, and In All-Stars 2, he lost to Nehemiah and Melinda in episode 8, very close to the finals, making it very far into that season. He too, like Kendall, is looking for those elusive finals that he is unable to achieve up to this point in his All-Star career. And someone that he had to face head on and lost to in All-Stars 1 is Mark Long, whose original show was Road Rules USA: The First Adventure. He's done 6 main seasons of the challenge, 2-time champ. He won in Real World Road Rules Challenge Season 2 and Battle of the Sexes. Last time we saw him was in the finals in All-Stars Season 1, where he took home 5th place. Let's go into the next competitor, which is MJ from the Real World Philadelphia. 3 main seasons, 1-time champ from Gauntlet 2, and he too is a defending Challenge All-Star 2 champ alongside Jonna, his past partner. Will he be able to put up back-to-back final appearances? Will he be able to do repeat wins? He is going to have his work cut out for him, especially with people knowing that he won last season. I think there could be a target on his back, as well as Jonna's. You never know. Next up, we have Nehemiah, whose original show was The Real World Austin, 4 main seasons, 1-time challenge champ from the Gauntlet 3. He too made it to the All-Star Season 2 finals, and last season, I really liked how Nehemiah was playing. He came in with intensity, he came in with purpose, he came in with focus. He did a great job putting together a strong alliance. I think just looking at this list, he is going to have some strong ties, some strong bonds in this season and have the numbers to possibly make it farther into this game again. Not saying that he's not going to be seeing an elimination, because it just seems like Nehemiah will always see an elimination. Next up, we have Cyrus, whose original show was The Real World Boston. 5 main seasons, 1-time champ, winning Extreme Challenge Season 4. Last time we saw him was All-Stars Season 1, where him and Beth lost to Anissa and Alton in the over-under elimination, where Cyrus's back was all messed up. Did he heal up? Is Cyrus in better shape coming into this season? We're going to have to wait to see what's going to happen, but Cyrus was a great personality. I don't know how many friends he's coming into the game with, but I think he could find his place, find an alliance that will definitely want to have him on their side and see what's going to happen later on. We're down to the last 3 competitors, but these last 3 are still very much heavy hitters, where we have Tyler from the Real World Key West, 4 main seasons, 2-time challenge champ, winning Cutthroat and Rivals. And last time we saw him was All-Star Season 2, where he lost to LT in the pole wrestle in episode 6. I'm sure he's looking at LT on this season going, I don't want to take him on in a pole wrestle again. Like, keep me out of it. Whew. These last 2 competitors are going to be 2 very tough competitors, in my opinion, on the season. First, we're going to be talking about Wes, whose original show was The Real World Austin, 14 main seasons, 2-time champ, winning The Duel and Rivals 2, 4 spinoffs, where he's a 2-time finalist, going into the finals in Champs vs. Pros and Champs vs. Stars 2. Last time we saw him was Double Agents, where he lost against Devin in Snapping Point elimination in episode 3. His mind wasn't in it, but coming on to do All-Stars, I think he's had some time to think about it, figure out what he wants to do, and coming into a game like All-Stars, I think it's just going to revive Wes. He's not playing against youngins. He's not playing against people that are going to be like staring at him and wanting to just like throw him in because he's a champ and champs go out first. There's a lot of champs on this list. And yes, Wes is a big threat, but I think he has very much big friends with, say, Nehemiah and Melinda from his Real World season. And he's coming in, having more friends, wanting that All-Stars title. Let's be real. When you come onto a show like All-Stars and you're against other champs and going up against big names and heavy hitters, you want that win. So I think Wes is coming in just dialed in, and he has a reputation of just getting far into these games. And he did well in War of the Worlds, which is one of the toughest main seasons of the challenge as of late. And so coming in to do some of these like more traditional challenge games, yes, they're big, yes, they're strenuous, but they're nothing as big comparatively to what is going on in the main season. So I think Wes is going to be looking for that win, looking for intensity. So I think Wes is going to be somebody to look out for on this season. But another name to look out on this season is Yes, whose original show was Road Rules Semester at Sea, 3 main seasons, 1-time challenge champ, Challenge 2000 Season 3, and last time we saw him was winning All-Stars Season 1. Yes is coming in, looking to get back his title after not being on All-Stars Season 2. He has a friend in Veronica, and too bad Ayana wasn't on here so we could have more of a reunion of the Semester at Sea Road Rules season, but that is it for this cast of All-Stars Season 3. This looks like to be a big season, a big cast. I think last season was great in terms of strategy that we were kind of missing in All-Stars Season 1. Now in All-Stars Season 3, I think it's all going to be strategy. Majority of this cast has played, either recently for the newbies, or people have already played on Season 1 and Season 2, where the kind of nostalgic of like, oh yeah, we haven't seen each other in a while is kind of gone. Like, that is worn off because they have seen each other recently on the first 2 seasons. So coming onto this season, majority of who already played will be looking for that win and looking for the strategy, which I just think that this season is going to be much more cutthroat than the past 2 seasons. Yes, there was a lot going on at the end of the finals for All-Stars 2, which kind of watered down how super excited I was, but just looking at this cast, going over the stat lines and who's on this season and the way that they could play this game just has me excited. I am excited to be watching this season and watching these week after week after week and seeing how the season plays out. Of course, I'll be looking a little bit more skeptically because of what happened in All-Star Season 2, but to me, I'm looking at this list, going over everybody, going like, how can you not be excited? What do you think about this All-Stars 3 cast? Let me know that in the comment section below. Who are you rooting for? Who are you rooting against? Let me know that in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. While you're down there, hit that like and subscribe button. I'll be back really soon with more Challenge All-Star content, more challenge content, more content in general, but until then, peace. And I want to give a special shout out thank you to everyone who supports me over at patreon.com/angelcakevids. Thank you so much for your support and your generosity. I really appreciate it.